Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's not a big, huge week, but as always, there's a lot of cool, fun things to talk about. I'm going to start with the Marvel guys. Maybe you've heard of the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy movie. There's 3 Guardians of the Galaxy books this week. This guy, Groot and Rocket. Legendary Star-Lord, #1, the main man. You can read more about that in our newsletter this week. And Rocket Raccoon #1 from Scotty Young. You can also read more about this in our newsletter this week. Lots of covers to this, guys. Go to their website, find the one that you want. Fun stuff there. Everybody's super excited about the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. Original Sin #5, the big Marvel event book. This thing is red hot, and all the issues sell out week after week. We've got them all back in stock, so if you've been missing out, you can grab the other 4 issues and jump in on this one. Really cool stuff there. All New Invaders 6 is your only other Original Sin book this week. And speaking of Captain America #22 starts the next story arc from Rick Remender's stuff. This book's been really awesome. My second favorite Marvel book behind Uncanny. You can jump in on this one or grab the first issue, first volume trade paperback. Cap is really awesome. Speaking of awesome, Thor, God of Thunder is your other Avengers-esque book this week. This one wraps up the last story arc, so your jumping point for that will be next issue. All New X-Factor by my man Peter David. Magneto, one of the all-new Marvel Now books. And Deadpool vs. X-Force rounds out your X stuff. Haven't seen Cable in a while. That one's very cool. 100th Anniversary, Fantastic Four. There's one-shots for all the different Marvel books. This is the first of the series, and appropriately starts with the Fantastic Four. You know I'm an FF fan, so be encouraging you guys to check that out. As well as Daredevil by one of my favorite guys, Mark Waid. Been encouraging you guys to read this. You know he lives in San Francisco these days, so Bay Area connection there. Moon Knight from Warren Ellis. Huge hit right now. Everybody loves everything from Warren Ellis. That's #5. Got most of the previous issues in stock. Black Widow, another huge sells out every issue kind of book. Part of the all new Marvel Now stuff. Winter Soldier on the cover there. Super cool. Iron Fist, Living Weapon, and The Punisher. Kind of the edgier Marvel Now stuff. Rounds out your Marvel books this week. Fun stuff. Big week for the DC guys. We've all been waiting on this one. That's Superman Unchained #7, the semi-annual book by Jim Lee. Love how popular Superman is these days. That's Unchained. This is Action Comics 33. Continues your Doomed stuff. And a little more Man of Steel and Batman Superman #12. Also been a very cool book. Rounds out your super books for the week. Speaking of Batman, there's Eternal. This is your weekly Batman book. All want to be checking that out. Comes fast and furious. Along with Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet. Check out that cool Alex Ross cover. Always worth cover price just for the Alex Ross covers. Fun stuff. And Bruce Lee. And Batwing rounds out your Bat stuff this week. Speaking of weekly stuff, New 52, Future's End. Also Fast and Furious coming every week. This one's got Batman Beyond. People super into this. We've got all the previous issues in stock. Got a Black Cat pack for what will be the first volume, so catch up on that because it's a lot of fun. League 3000 is your only Justice League book this week. Green Lantern continues the Uprising stuff. That's your only Lantern this book this week, but not your only green book because that's Arrow. Been taken off since the show. This is the second issue of the latest arc, so you can grab the previous one if you've been missing out and jump in on that. Earth 2 is a book we've been talking about for a while. Sort of a little bit outside your usual New 52 stuff. Cool cover there. Phantom Stranger, the Trinity of Sin stuff is also things we've been talking about for a while. Phantom Stranger is a really cool character, so get in on that book before they drop it. Swamp Thing rounds out your New 52 stuff this week. And Fairest, your Fables tie-in book, is our Vertigo book of the week. Love those covers. Fairest is good stuff. Not too much from the other guys. Angel and Faith is your Dark Horse book of the week, your Whedonverse book of the week. No BPRD stuff, no Star Wars stuff this week. but always a good week for the Whedonverse. Good week for the Image guys too. East of West. Now the Lone Ranger's over. This is kind of the biggest Western in comics right now. Sidekick from J. Michael Straczynski. You know I'm always telling you about the Straczynski books. Good stuff there. Satellite Sam from my man Howard Chaykin. If you aren't already reading Satellite Sam, you should be. It's a lot of fun, sort of 50s murder mystery thing. Elephant Men, one of my favorite Image books. Always encouraging you guys to get into Elephant Men. Cool story, cool art, genre fusion kind of thing, crime, film noir, it's all in there. Elephant Men's good stuff. And Tech Jacket is your first issue, gotta have it, Image book of the week. Twilight Zone is my Dynamite book. Everybody should have a Dynamite book on their list. They have a really wide range of all kinds of cool stuff. I always like to recommend Twilight Zone because what's cooler than that? RoboCop has a new first issue from Boom Studios. Don't talk enough about the Boom guys, but RoboCop's always fun. Good week for the kids books too. DC has both my picks for the kids books this week. This is Scooby-Doo Team Up, where he teams up with Wonder Woman. Yeah, everybody loves Scooby-Doo. Fun stuff there. That's issue 5. Pick up the other 4 because they're tons of fun. And Tiny Titans, Return to the Treehouse. My other DC kids book this week. Tiny Titans is tons of fun. So grab the previous issue, grab the trade paperbacks for the previous series. Cool fun for all ages, big and small. Lots of great stuff this week, so check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. Want to tell my subscriber guys that we've got your rewards bucks in your boxes, so come on in, claim those bucks and use them up because it's tons of fun. That's all I got for you for this week. For more info, you can read our newsletter each and every week. It's got stories, reviews, fun stuff in there. Or go to the website at blackcatcomics.biz. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out at YouTube. Or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.